Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
I just got done with UConn's players, with Dan Hurley, who did about 35, 40 minutes of media. He's not going to sleep. He is doing today Good Morning America, CBS Morning, starting at 3:30 a.m. local time here. He will not go to bed. That's life of it. Yeah.
He ain't going to bed anyway. I mean, he shouldn't.
And my takeaways of it were this. He could be happier than he is right now at UConn. He talked about finding such a piece, finding the perfect staff. His staff members said, unless it's a great mid-major or a high major, why would we leave this? In other words, they don't want to just take some low major job just for the sake of taking a job. They could have already done that.
Yeah.
And I think that in this question, to spin it forward of would he entertain the thought of Kentucky, my takeaway from the entire vibe of talking to both him and people very close to him is this. Of course you're going to play the game because you want to get more money, but there is less than a 2% chance that this happens. Dan Hurley, in my mind, is going to absolutely stay at UConn because I think Dan is wired this way. Dan is wired in a way where now he's got 2. He's wired in a way where he thinks, can I get 3, 4, 5, 6? Could I become in a class of when you're talking about the greatest coaches ever?
I promise you right now, what he's thinking about is not like we just won 6. What he's thinking about is
How do I get
man,
another
I
one?
can get 7.
Right.
I could catch Calhoun. I could catch K. Sure. Like what do I have to do to be able to be thought of as the greatest ever? Can we go 3 in a row?
That's how he thinks.
I guarantee that is what he's thinking about.
Of course,
right?
he's thinking about 3 in a row right now.
I don't think he's capable.
He might call.
Is
He might call a kid in the portal tonight.
Why wouldn't you? Who's the best kid in the portal? You want to call him right now and say, hey, we're calling you after you won the national championship. Do you want to come to UConn? Randolph, if you had the national championship coach calling you from the game after they just won it and you're in the portal.
Hard to say no.
What are you thinking?
And Fanta, you gave him a 2% chance. I don't think it's that high.
No, I
don't think there's no way in hell for a program that won their 6th championship in the last 25 years. And he just won back-to-back championships. This is the best program in the country.
Yes.
This is the best program in the country right now. You don't have to like it. I don't care what school you are. 6 natties in 25 years. Back-to-back natties.
You're
what
right.
Are we talking about?
You're right. I was trying to be generous.
No. Why?
Screw it. He ain't going anywhere.
Why? He ain't going nowhere.
Dan Hurley is the coach of the best program in the country. He's got it made at UConn. Why would you ever leave? You are in the perfect situation for you. That fan base is crazy. Yeah. You are emotionally driven, and your wife's not moving.
Right. He's a Northeast guy. You're winning at the highest level at UConn. As long as UConn can get him, he's about 5.5 right now, $1 million a year. I'm sure Kentucky can offer 8. I think UConn's going to get, my guess is in the 7 range. They'll come back to him tomorrow.
UConn might be the first program. They might have the first program with assistants that have 2 commas in their salary. They have 2 commas in their paychecks.
I think somebody.
But I don't even.
Maybe I'm wrong.
To me, I think it might come down to more. You leverage not just for your salary, but just talking to some folks close to Hurley. It wasn't necessarily what he's making every other week. That certainly needs to be a certain figure. It's all of the other intricacies of the program, the resources, the flights, having the NIL, having the. I've heard horror stories covering Northeast college basketball of some of these teams and some of their arrangements with flight companies. Sure. Now, not with this one. That was the NCAA. That's probably always going to be a train wreck. It's more about what the program uses in terms of all that stuff. I think they're going to say, we want the best of the best. We're 2-time national champions. We're getting the best of everything. Catering, you name it. We're going to have it. And the other thing is Gamble Pavilion. Gamble Pavilion has no suites. No, they don't. There's no luxuries to that building. None. It's a great building. The XL Center. If I'm Dan Hurley, I'm saying, XL Center, it's time to pony up some money and renovate your building a little bit.
And it's not just
he's going to want to upgrade.
That place is
the weirdo room.
Yes.
But Fanta, I don't.
RC just didn't. He didn't hear that. He said it's time to upgrade the weirdo room.
I don't know if we want to touch that.
I'm not. I will say this. I think he's ahead of the curve with this, and I don't believe he's worried about a building as much as NIL
Of
and
course.
the things that he needs to retention of his coach's salary, things of that nature. Obviously, something that involves the kids. I think the building stuff is kind of, as long as the paint isn't falling off the wall.
Yeah.
Well,
And
that's the problem.
I would say that with Gamble, part of the charm and part of why it is the cauldron that it is because like there's no concourse. There's no place for you to kind of go walk and get all of these really fancy meals. It's very basic. Basic is the wrong way, but part of why it's so good is like everyone just kind of packs in there and they're just sitting right on top.
I know.
And
but
the XL Center, I think part of it is, can we get less games there? Do we have to play at a place where
that's not going to change.
You have to bus students in?
It's not going to change.
That part of the conversation there as well. I know it's the contract with the state. I know what it is.
But then say to the state, make your building have working Wi-Fi.
Yes.
But that's coaching aside. I know what you're saying on the NIL money. I'm just saying, I am amazed at times having this program for TV throughout the season. They do not. Some of those inner things, I think we're going to see them raise the bar and operate like a Kentucky. Because they are a blue blood. They are an absolute blue blood. But they're still a school that's in Storrs, Connecticut that I think can look at themselves and say, well, how do we do some of these things to make sure that we're doing it at the level that our team deserves? That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some of those things could end up being enhanced as a result. Not that impacts wins and losses. You got to pay players. You're paying players. Absolutely.
For any program right now.
I'm not denying that.
The best month of the year is here, which is why you need to know that we are partnered with BetMGM. We'll be using BetMGM lines for making all of our picks and predictions, and we'll have special offers for the listeners and the viewers of the Field of 68. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, you can use bonus code FIELD, and you will get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's the best part. All you need to do is deposit and bet $10 of your hard-earned money to get it. This is what you have to do to make it work. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using that bonus code FIELD. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game. You'll get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Most importantly, we have some fun stuff coming up for the rest of the NCAA tournament. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boost, and the thing that I love the most, a nice little parlay boost, as well as a ridiculous array of prop bets for anything that you could possibly imagine betting on. From odds on getting to the Final Four to national championship futures, I'm calling it right now. BetMGM is the king of the prop bet. So go download the BetMGM app. Use that code FIELD and sign up today. And while I've got you, a quick request. The best way to support the Field of 68 content you get for free is to engage with us. Rate and review the pod in any podcast app. Like and share the YouTube videos that you enjoy. Tell your friends about us. It all helps in a world where the algorithm is king. And now, back to the show.